Hi, everyone. You have Jess and Kumar here for an Agile Short. We will be talking tonight about, or rather today, about professional coaching, kind of giving you guys an overview of what it means to be a professional coach, what that looks like, the type of people that Kumar gets to work with on a day-to-day basis, and kind of make the decision as to whether or not coaching is the right choice for you. So thank you, Kumar, for taking the time out of your day to do this. I'm really excited for not only my own benefit, for everyone else's too.
Yeah, it's so am I. I love your background.
What can I say? I love dogs.
Yeah, those are all happy looking dogs, except that guy that's like right above you, little mustard guy. It looks like he's kind of sad, kind of happy, a little unsure.
It's Thursday. He's ready for the weekend.
That's right.
Awesome. So we have just a handful of questions to talk through tonight. But to kick off, do you want to give everyone just a quick background of, how you got into coaching and how long you've been in the industry?
Sure. Yes. I actually have been coaching longer than I knew that I was coaching. So I used to run restaurants in my 20s when I was probably around your age, and I was probably one of the youngest general managers in the various chains that I ran. Mm-hmm. And I was quite successful, and I think one of the keys to my success was that I used a more of a coaching style of leadership than a directive style of leadership. And I didn't know it at the time. It was just what came naturally to me. It's just what I did. And what I mean by that is I really tried to help the people that the people on my team to reach their potential. Even people that were just there part-time, kids that were trying to make some extra money while they were in college, or cooks or dishwashers that were working a second or third job. It's just trying to get them to, and it's not about, washing dishes really well. No, it's more about, enjoying their work while they're there as much as they can, so that their time at the restaurant was a happy place for them to come. So that's what I tried to do.
Right.
And
awesome.
So, yeah, it was. And then after that, I got into IT, and I got into Agile and management there. And then I became an Agile coach. And, again, in my roles as a leader, I always try to be more of a coach than a boss, your typical boss telling people what to do. And then I found there was this thing called professional coaching. And I'm like, oh, what's that? There's actually a name for what I do. And so I've been exploring more of the professional side of coaching over the last several years.
Awesome. I love that. So for everyone that's listening in on this, can you break down to them what is professional coaching?
Yeah, so coaching is really about unlocking someone's potential to maximize their growth, their performance, their goals. It's not about me as the coach. It's really about you as the coachee. Where do you want to go? What's in your way? It's a focus on the person, on the individual, not the problem, because people are going to come with problems. And yes, ultimately, hopefully the coaching will help them solve their problem. But that's not for me to solve, really. It's for you to solve.
Yeah, it's for you to help them unlock the potential to solve it themselves.
That's right. Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. And would you say that coaching's for everyone or anyone?
Absolutely. I think everyone and anyone can benefit from a coach. And it doesn't matter your role, your status, your level in a company. I have coached people from high school all the way to senior executives in companies. And, at the root of it, everyone is human.
Right.
And every human has certain mental models and beliefs and values and all of that. And what coaching does is help unlock what those are. Because I may have a mental model, but I also have blind spots. I don't know what they are. I don't know what makes me tick as an individual. And what good coaching helps you uncover is you almost get to look at yourself like in a mirror, just to understand why you make decisions you make and maybe how you can make them in a different way.
Nice. Awesome. And is there, I know you said that it's for, anyone from an entry-level position to the higher up that you get, but is there an industry that tends more so than others to seek out coaching?
Well, I will say that my career over the last 15 years has been focused and centered around transformation, organizational change and transformation. Okay. And so the types of coaching that I've been doing, at least what I thought was coaching that I've been doing, is more around agile ways of working. Mm-hmm. Agile as a sort of a movement, a manifesto that was written 20 years ago, 20 years ago. And it will be 20 years ago this year in 2021. It was written in 2001.
Oh, wow.
And this manifesto really sort of defined how it was written by software people for software people, but really the breadth and the of the document that was written applies to people anywhere in any industry. Okay. So most of what I've been doing is agile transformations. And so there's a lot of call for agile coaches to help come into an organization and help them change how they work and how they interact with their people and with each other and so on and so forth. But I would say that, and that's been my experience, but I think there's the call for coaching, to answer your question, is really broad, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, primarily executive coaches, leadership coaches, professional coaches are ones that are hired generally by HR departments in big companies to help their high potentials to achieve that potential, whatever it might be, or for executives to make better decisions and things like that.
Right.
That's the part of the coaching paradigm I'm trying to move more into. I'm doing a little bit of that, but I'd like to get more into that.
Right. So I know that Agile Meridian offers services that reach those high level executives that HR departments would be hiring for, but you do also do individual level coaching and career capability training as well, right?
That's right. Yeah. So I've got some offerings out there that are geared to leadership roles. So whether you're an aspiring leader or you're a new leader, or you're a leader who has a lot of experience leading, there's a coaching package just for you. And there's also a more general coaching package that's designed for people at any level. It could be a leader, it could be, it's really career and capability coaching. And so the way I differentiate the two is where leadership is focused on helping the aspiring leader or the established leader become a better leader, right? Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? It's a better servant leader, a better adaptive and nimble leader. So it's really focused on the role of leadership, while career and capability coaching is really any role for the individual to help them excel at the role that they play, whether it's leadership or not. Maybe they're, a stellar team member in whatever field they're in, and they're trying to advance to the next level of their specialty. I can help, not because I have any expertise in that area. In fact, it's good that I don't, because it's really, remember, it's about unlocking your potential, not my knowledge.
No, and I think that's something that a lot of people really struggle with, they want to climb that ladder, they want to excel, but they know that they have things that they could work on, but they don't really know what those are and how they can tackle them. And, having that one-on-one coaching could be the answer to everything.
That's right. I hope so. I mean, that's the goal, is that the coaching will unlock something for the individual so they can achieve their goals, right?
Yeah. So when you start coaching someone, is there any sort of set timeline, or is it a more ongoing basis, or is it kind of you have like steps that you want to achieve before you're like, you're there? Yeah.
Yeah, so coaching is pretty open-ended, and certainly some people may just want to coach for one session. You know, I typically think it takes a few sessions to get to the underlying issues. Right? I'm not a therapist, I'm a coach, so I kind of focus on the here and now and try to reflect back what I see and help the individual see their blind spots. And it's hard to do that in one session. So typically what I try to do is start with a 3-month package. 3 months, 6 sessions, it's very simple, 2 sessions a month. And that gives enough time for the client to gauge, hey, is this helping? Mm-hmm. Right? Am I making any progress towards my goals? It's not to say that you can't shorten it to 3 sessions or 2 sessions. However, I've seen the most success when the coach and the client are together for 3 months, 6 sessions, where we are able to build a rapport where I can understand you as a client better, and I can ask better questions. I can probe a little deeper, where we have an opportunity to establish a trust, a bond, where the client, the coachee, will maybe start to open up a little bit and start to expose some of the things that are holding them back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great. Do you have any words of wisdom for anyone who might be considering coaching or hasn't really thought about it yet, but in the back of their mind, they might know that they could benefit from it?
I would say just try it out. I do a free session. The first session is always free, and it's a full session. And what do you have to lose except for the time, right?
Exactly.
It's an hour out of your day, and you get to meet someone that with no judgments, no preconceived notions, and get to talk to them about your goals, right? Your dreams, your aspirations. Again, without any judgment, any reservation. What could you lose by that? It's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. I would jump at it.
Oh, absolutely. Most people are like, that's this much money for the first session. But having something that's introductory with no strings attached, it offers a lot of initial capability just for them to find something and get something out of that. And at the very least, they get a great connection with you and the Agile Meridian team, and they know they have a source that they can rely on at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for answering those questions. Anyone who is watching the video, if you have any questions that you would like for Kumar or the rest of the Agile team to answer, leave one in the comments and we will get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget to check out our website for all of our offerings and coaching packages.
Thanks, Jess. Appreciate it. Bye, all.